just do it. All right, welcome to the Yuribruce podcast. And what's our subject for today? What are we openly talking about?
First is, what are your thoughts on MGTOW?
So
And
MGTOW,
what is it?
that men go their own way thing. Men go their own way. So interesting topic. A lot of those guys follow me. So the thing is, I personally don't have a problem with it. Like, I think it's cool that guys doing their own things and they're single or whatever, and go, and be free and not be married or whatever. I think that's cool. That's not me personally, but my personal interpretation of it has kind of been soured because they'll attack me online and stuff. They'll like go and troll me or say like crazy stuff. They see me happy. I'll be talking about how my thoughts on marriage and like what I've been able to do, and then they start attacking me. They get mad that I'm happy or something. I don't know. But they seem to either troll me or say like real negative things to me, or they'll say negative things about women. And I'm like, how I don't agree with all that stuff. It's not me personally, but if that's what people want to do, I don't have a problem with it. What's your interaction with that whole MGTOW thing? Because for some reason, a lot of the expat guys, there's a lot of MGTOW guys that go to the Philippines and then they watch the Philippines videos and stuff, and then they'll interact with me or some of the other guys out there who are, I guess, also MGTOW guys.
So what is it again? Can
you
make it? Can you simplify it?
All right. From my understanding, it's a lot of dudes, and correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys are watching this and you happen to be MGTOW or something, you can educate me on it. Great.
Yeah.
But my understanding of this is that it's that men here in the U.S. and Western guys are brainwashed to be like simps. And what that means is like they're supposed to do whatever the woman says, and they're supposed to get married, but that traps you in this thing where you can lose all of your assets and stuff. You can lose your money, while the women get all the rights, and men feel like they have been subjugated by this thing, and men feel like they don't have rights. Basically, it's kind of like a victim. The guys are the victims, kind of thing. And which I don't personally agree with. I think it's a little bit like boo-hoo-hoo, poor me kind of thing. And I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not like a poor me kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is. And so a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll go, they'll kind of like go to these developing countries, and they'll retire and just do whatever. They'll just like sleep around, and they'll like, they're living their life. They're happy. They're partying and stuff. Men go their own way. They don't get married. They don't get tied down. They, maybe they'll have kids or not, but it's irrelevant. They just do their own thing, basically, instead of the marriage and kids and the house and all that kind of stuff. So
that's called like, having freedom. Having your, having a choice of what you wanna do as a man.
Yeah, and I don't personally have any problem with
that. Nothing's wrong with that. But you remember the story that you said you met somebody in Thailand airport who was already 65.
Yeah.
Who has that lifestyle of an MGTOW.
Which I thought was great. Yeah, I thought he was. Yeah, so what Yuri's talking about is me and Yuri, like a couple years ago, we went to Vietnam, Thailand, and Philippines, and we were just hanging out. And I was in the airport, and this dude just happened to, like, we're both Americans, both black and stuff. So he came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, where you from and stuff." He started talking about just stuff going on in the U.S. And I told him my story. I'm like, "Yeah, my wife's Filipina, so I was in the Philippines and stuff." He's like, "Oh man, that's cool." And then he starts showing me, like, we were showing pictures each other. This is my wife and everything. And then he showed me, like, all of his conquests. Like, he had he had all these women in like a Rolodex on his phone. With all he was just having a great life, which I thought was cool. I was like, oh man, like you're living that life. He had a grin on his face. He was happy. You know, he had not been back to the States in like 5 years and stuff. And he sold his house and then took all of his money from his real estate and then just went and just been living over in the Philippines, Thailand, and Colombia, just going back to those places and just living that free life, you know, not married, just not tied down. And I think that's cool. The problem I have with the MGTOW thing is like they're just like super negative. The ones that interact with me are real negative about it. Like they're attacking me because I'm married and they're mad at me, but I don't really understand it. So I would love to be educated by somebody who is not a troll or not just trying to, you know, bash me because I happen to be okay with this lifestyle of being married. Yeah. You know. So
But there was one thing you mentioned, that he was getting old.
Oh,
it would have been great.
So I told him, okay, check this out.
There's
check this out, like
partner.
And I was telling him about.
He could be with.
I was telling him about my life. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm happy, man. Me and my wife, we go to Thailand, man. We have a lot of fun, you know. We're partying together, and you know, my wife's not like all over me, not sweating me, not jealous or anything like that, and we're just partying together. And it's great to have a partner. And I could tell he was like, man, I wish I had a girl like that. You know, he was like, dang, like that would be so cool to have somebody who I could party with, and he kind of told me how he had a couple of relationships that were very close, and he says, I'm getting up there in age. I would like a partner, a life partner that's going to be with me, like a ride or die, you know, type person. And I need to start like focusing on that. That's what he said to me. And this is an MGTOW guy who had just sold his oats. Like he wanted somebody who's like a ride or die partner. And I was telling him how me and Yuri just go hard and do whatever we want together, you know, as a team. And he was like, you got it like that? I was like, yeah, man. We're doing our thing. Like we're having a lot of fun. Like he's like, where'd you guys go? I was like, man, we went to Walking Street. You know, Walking Street, I don't know if you know about Walking Street, but Walking Street is like, they got one in Pattaya, they got one in Vietnam, and they got one in Philippines. And we go there and we just party. You know, we just do whatever the hell we want and party together, like as a team. And it's great, you know, to have somebody like a roll dog who happens to be your wife. You know what I mean?
Yes. I mean,
it's incredible. So I'm like, yeah, MGTOW is cool, but like, what if you have like a roll dog who you do whatever you want with, and you know, run the streets, you and your girl, like you can't beat it. You just can't. I can't beat it. So, but anyway, yeah. If this is nothing against people who are living that MGTOW life or being that freedom of guys, and I'm okay with like. I'm cool with the women doing it, like women being like, I'm free, I don't want no guy, I just want to be single. Cool. Same with guys and ladies. With both, personally. It doesn't offend me, you know, but don't attack me because I'm married. And same thing for the other side. The women attack me because, you know, they are attacking Yuri because, girl, why are you, you know, married to a guy? Why are you tied down? Blah, 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 you know. We're having fun.
There are also women like that.
It goes both ways.
But for me, I am able to have way more fun with a partner than just by myself, you know?
Yeah.
And also, along with all the stuff that we are doing together.
Yeah.
And partying together, doing, you know, fun stuff together.
Anyway, let's see. We got Jamal here. We got Big Truck Series. We got Dale Charity. How you guys doing? My favorite couple once again online. Oh my gula, Yuri is here. Como esta? KP, how you doing, sir? NC. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, and I wanted to talk about another.
Big Truck, Jamal.
Yes, Black Supreme. How you doing, NC Biggs? We were talking today amongst ourselves about like all this stuff we've been doing this year, over the years, and like every year we've been doing this incredible stuff, you know, and it's because we have a partnership. And it goes right into the MTOW thing. Like the reason why we've been able to buy properties, get stocks, invest all this, invest and can retain some of our building
Yeah.
up wealth slowly, is because we're a partnership. And I can't get that as an MTOW guy. You know what I mean? I want like a hardcore partner. And come on, let's read through this.
Yeah, not
Like
just,
here's our little black book of stuff we did. Like
yeah,
starting.
not just even yeah, I mean, for me, it's just more fun to have somebody to be there with me through tough times.
Yeah.
Through
Good times, tough
good times.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just more. It's more satisfying to me.
Yes.
And also, it was being by myself before meeting my husband was way harder. And me as a person who wants to help kids, to help my family, to help people that we don't know, it was way harder for me to do that on my own. And with my husband with me, who's always supportive of what I do, it's very satisfying and fulfilling to have somebody there.
Exactly.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you. I mean, I feel exactly the same way. Like it's like going back to the MTOW discussion. Like a lot of those guys, they want a submissive wife who can't do anything but cook and clean, and doesn't want to show, hey, all the stuff you learn as a great an entrepreneur. Like show everything you know, like, and share it with your partner. And then like thinking about remember we were talking about today, the difference between some of the MTOW guys who married themselves a nice little submissive lady who cooks and cleans and stays in the kitchen, right? Because that's what the MTOW guys want. They want a nice, quiet lady who just does nothing but a baby maker who stays in the kitchen and cooks and cleans, right? Which if that's what you want and that's what you have, cool, great, good for you. But here's the thing: the difference between those dudes who have that baby maker, homemaker lady, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they have that. And then the difference between them and the guys who have a Michael Jordan type woman on their team who's just doing layups, right? She's just like going around people she could do whatever because she's dope, right? Like Yuri is incredible. When you have that kind of person, you guys as a team are going to do way more stuff together, right? And we have one, like, I'll give you a specific example. We have one couple who we know, and actually a few of them, who the guy married a very submissive woman, and he doesn't want her to do anything. He controls everything she does, and she just stays at home, doesn't do anything. And they're struggling. They're financially struggling, right? They can't, like, it's hard. And then you take giving another example, on the other flip side, we have a few friends that we have that the guy and the girl, the guy and the man and the woman is a go-getter, like Yuri. They have properties, they have businesses, they have multiple streams of income together, right? I mean, to me, it's more valuable to have somebody who's a go-getter on your team, somebody who's independent enough to be interdependent, right, with you. And that's why we've been able to do so much. So I would say, like, that's another reason why I personally am not MTOW guy. Men go their own way, and we're looking for a submissive woman who can't do anything.
I am submissive.
Yes,
but
what
the thing is, it's not just like about black and white, to where I've learned to be submissive to make my relationship work. Like, you can learn along the way to adjust to your partner when you are willing.
Yes. It's not about, okay, maybe submissive is not the right term. I would say it's trusting your partner to take the lead on certain things, right? If
Yes.
Yuri's she's way better than me at managing our finances. Just way 100% better. I'm better at making money, but she's better at managing the money so that we retain our wealth. Does that make any sense? Like, so she takes the lead in that department, right? You have to know your strengths and weaknesses. So, and we talk all about that in our book, by the way.
That's something that we do.
What's that sound?
Thank you, retired and happy. Is that Markel TV?
That's Markel TV in the flesh, my man. Markel TV is living happy and retired in Medellin. Oh my God, we have so many responses.
Yeah,
before we do that, could you grab our book?
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
It's like we just listed everything we did in the last 5 years, including the hardships and all the
I'm gonna read it. It's gonna blow your mind. Yes.
In the last 5 years, and
absolutely.
That was tough.
Yes, but we did a lot together because we're a team.
But having a team just made it so that we can, like, push it.
Right. Like,
away faster, or come up with a solution faster.
Yes. And I just wanted to say that this video stream is sponsored by 5 Stages of Love Relationship. You can, if you go to Amazon.com, you can check out this amazing couple that wrote this book, 5 Stages of Love. These people, Yuri and Bruce, are sponsoring this video. So if you're gonna go and check this book out, you can get it for a very reasonable price. And while you're at it, you can also check out their other book, Fiancé Visa to the USA. Still very relevant, by the way. It's labeled number 100 on the list of married and marriage and law. So yes, bestseller. That's the book right there. If you want to go pick that up and support our sponsor, we were very much and leave a good.
Having a doing fiancé visa instead of getting married in your fiancé's country, because that gives you the freedom to decide if you want to get married in the next 90 days.
Absolutely. You
both have a freedom.
Yes.
To come up if you want to back out. So yes. That's why.
That's a note from our sponsor. Hope you guys don't mind. Anyway, back to the subject. I wanted to. Let's read these first, and then we'll go on to
the comments. Okay,
I wanna. Okay, let me start. Jamal says, Money Life LOL. Let me see. Big Truck Series says, okay, I was talking to my Filipina girlfriend this morning, and she works in Pampanga, and I was trying to decide how to make a July vacation to go there. It should be open by then.
Yeah,
it should be open.
You need to quarantine for, I think, 7 to 14 days.
But I thought you had to be married. Like, I thought foreigners have some connection to the.
No, that's for staying longer.
Oh, okay.
That was another kind of visa.
Okay,
if you're just there for a vacation, yeah, you can.
He says Clark Airport is near where she is, and normally I prefer Manila, but it's very far away.
Yeah, Clark is better for flying, and you just
I love
do a
Pampanga.
connection flight from maybe Thailand, Hong Kong, and then straight to Clark.
Mm-hmm. Pampanga also it has more expensive hotels and condos, so I asked her to search for one. Awesome. I can't stay in my favorite Quezon City condo because the commute back and forth to Pampanga is way too far. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it is about 50 miles.
And the traffic is ridiculous.
Good luck getting through that traffic.
I can't stay in my favorite.
And then Luigi Waring says, I don't want a life. MGTOW for me. Don't want a wife. There's an MGTOW guy. Yeah. So yeah, man, we were just talking about it. Like, that's more power to you.
50 miles.
I keep hearing the word submissive come up, but I'm not even sure what that means anymore. I only want a woman in my way is
in my life
and she's literally
my literal servant.
Yeah, so that's perfect. That's a perfect segue into what we're about to say. The stuff that we did over the years was, you can't have a damn servant. You know what I mean? That's not it's not gonna work for me personally.
So
If you're a team, listen, like think about it like this. And I'm not trying to convince you, Luigi. You made up your mind. But for everybody else, here's why you want to be a we relationship. Because if you're a team, if you're a basketball team, right now, if you don't want a team and you're gonna live your own life, and you want a servant, do you, bro? But if you want a team and you want to excel, then you want Michael Jordan on your team. You want the best dudes on your team. You want the best people on your team to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no scrubs.
yeah.
I don't want a scrub on my team. I want the best. Somebody who I can rely on when I need a pickup, when I need to sit on the bench and somebody else can run the court for a bit. Right?
Yeah, which happens sometimes when you want to take a break.
Yeah.
And you need somebody to help you.
Exactly.
It's like
exactly.
It's great. And also you're missing out on the opportunity to do more for you.
Yes.
When you have a partner, it accelerates your ambitions.
Yeah, I think I attract a lot of the MGTOW guys because there's a lot of hurt guys that follow me. Like a lot of them are spurned by women, American women, and they feel like a hate for women or something. I don't really understand it personally.
Big Truck Series said, I can cook and clean. I need my chick to be able to work and help me with bills to pay her own way.
Yeah, that's dope.
And then, I will never offer any of myself to a woman. Never.
Let me see.
Sir Him says, lay up but does a jump shot move low.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
That's a move that on the court, on a basketball court, that you like lay up and lay up. But I don't know what he's referring to.
Big Truck Series says, I definitely prefer a woman who has ambitions, just so long as she's faithful.
Exactly. Thanks for that, NC Biggs. We appreciate that. He says, do you think guys can do a few updates? Do you think you guys can do a few update videos about the best flights? Cause I'm going next year. Also glad to see Yuri. Haven't seen her since 2018.
And thank you, retired and happy what's that, Medellin?
Medellin, yeah, Colombia.
That's Markel TV.
Yep.
And
says, what's
NC
up?
Biggs.
Appreciate you.
You can do an updated video about the
hey Serge, hey, how you doing? He says,
next year.
I see where you take your reference from, Bruce. Tender love and care.
Know what?
Hey, Yuribruce.
I see where you.
But I want to read to you guys some of the stuff we did. Yuri came here in 2014. Here's all of our accomplishments that we have been able to do as a team. This is why it's important to be a team. She came here in 2014, and we, by ourselves, with no lawyer, with no consultants, went through the entire process in 4 months. And that was our first accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
She graduated with a bachelor's degree in 2014 and then came to the U.S. We paid all of our debts. I was able to work two jobs. I had a ton of debt, right? I had a whole bunch of debt. She got here. I was able to pay off my debt, most of my debt, and we were able to save up how much do we have? 20,000, 30,000? Something like that. We had a lot. It allowed us to pay the debt, and then we still had a bunch of money left.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first year we were together. The first year that we were here in the U.S. together.
And I was here 3 months only out of the year.
Yes. And then in 2015, big accomplishments was that we created a visa app.
That was a Fiance to USA app.
We made our first video on Yuribruce. If you go back to our very first video, we were living in an apartment. That was 2015.
Yeah.
That was our very first video on this channel right here. This channel had 0 followers, and now it has 20,000, which is slow growth, but a very meaningful connections that we've made with you guys. Creating an app made a little bit of money. It really wasn't that big of a deal.
K1 to Green Card app.
Yes. K1 the Green Card app. And then I started Combo Courses. That's another channel that channel's killing it, by the way. Yeah, that channel's killing it. But that's when I started it, 2015. We paid the rest of the debt that I had. And we went on a cruise. We went to Las Vegas. We had a lot of fun that year. Yeah. That was cool. Then 2016, Yuri convinced me to do VA. That was a long conversation because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to, and I did it, and it was a life changer for me. Just a lot of pride, you know what I mean. We got into actually 2015 is when we got into the house, huh? Or was it 2016? I can't remember.
2015. Got
a house, yeah. When we were making bulk payments, so we paid the interest down on the house faster. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Let me see.
And then
Visa approved
we did
group.
Stock options.
We start doing stocks.
Learned, how to read graphs.
Yuri learned to do that. Yuri.
I
did, but it's not my. I did learn how to do stock options, but I don't. I think you're better at it.
Okay.
Right. I think you're better at it.
And also.
We started the Visa approved group. The Visa approved group. We don't follow it anymore, but it has 30,000 followers or something. A lot
of people in
it. We built that that was me and Yuri. You know, let me see. I started getting into crypto in 2016. Somebody here mentioned crypto. Yeah, crypto was a very good investment for me. I was able to buy real estate with the crypto that I bought in 2016 and 2017.
So I see where your reference, Bruce TLC. Hi all NYB. Hi Serge. And go Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. Yes.
Yeah, 2016 when we start buying cryptocurrency. So we did pretty well.
So that's actually how we
we're able to buy
for the finance when we moved to this house.
Yes.
That's what we used, the profit from that.
That was amazing. Yep, that was amazing. So now we have 2 properties here in the U.S., by the way, one of which is rented out.
Yes.
We create in 2017. This is all because we did this as a team. We did this stuff together. In 2017, we created Fiance Visa video series. Yeah, go check that out. It's at visaapproved.thinkific.us.
.thinkific.com. And then
we refinanced our house.
And
we
then
bought more crypto.
Bruce bought the cryptos.
Yeah, and then 2018.
And then
we bought a bunch of properties.
2018, we bought that first townhome
in the Philippines.
That's a pre-selling.
How many do we have now? I don't even know how many yet. It's a lot. It's a lot.
And then 2018, the first 4 months, we
condos.
Bought condos.
Yeah.
And all of those will be ready in 2022.
We wrote this book in 2018. Or a couple by the name of Yuri and Bruce wrote this in 2018.
And then, July 2018, we wrote that. And there's another one called Long Distance Relationship.
Yes.
And then August is when Bruce finally made the IT course.
I started making IT courses. One. Yeah, and they started doing really well. I mean, in the beginning, they were average. Now they're starting to pick up.
And then we did the other books that are...
We went to Hawaii, where I did another course, 2019.
And then 2019...
I wrote my first fiction book.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of...
My husband's dream.
My dream. I did my dream. But it's not over yet. And it's not a great book.
That was 2019.
But anyway,
but
2019,
you did it.
Audible books. We did a bunch of Audible books. So some of them we did by ourselves with our own voice.
In our closet.
In our closet. In our old house.
Our new closet now.
We bought another house in just 2019. We moved, let me see.
And then we traveled to Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand in last year.
Had a great time. Let me see. Housing, we created.
Settled in the house, arranged the house, and then fixed the other house, and then got rented.
Yes, and then 2020, we rented out our house.
Started
our
collecting
other house. Collecting
profit
from rent.
This year, 2020.
Courses are doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that
on another channel. If you want to know more,
money or get out.
Yeah, if you want to know more about some of the deeper aspects of what we're doing, as far as like how to do courses, how to set up YouTube videos, how we make money off of it, how do we do real estate, we talk about all that on another channel called Get Money Get Out. We go way deeper on that. That's probably another video. That was definitely a major accomplishment.
There's another major accomplishment here.
And we can't talk about that.
That I would say is
it's one of our
success.
Largest. Yeah.
Oh, you know what we forgot here? 2019, I got my citizenship.
Yeah, that's right. Was that? I thought that was 2018.
That was 2019.
That was a huge accomplishment.
That was 2019.
That took years and years.
I remember that.
Now we're to a point with our courses.
We got the solar panel, guys. No more electricity.
Yeah, and then we start hiring people this year.
Oh, we need to make a separate video.
That's a separate video. Yeah,
like how you can keep money to your pocket, like instead of.
Now we're doing stocks, crypto. We built the studio. Like all this stuff.
Yay!
All the stuff we've been able to do because we're a team, and I can't see myself doing all the stuff I did by myself. It's because I have a dope team. Like. I was able to work when we were in super hardcore debt, I was able to work 2 jobs because my wife was holding it down at home. I had 2 kids. Both my kids started living with me, and I was working 2 jobs. It was brutal, man. It was not easy. And I did that for like 4 months. It was absolutely brutal. I was stressed out. I had to, eventually one of the jobs let me go, and I was like, thank goodness. I mean, because I didn't want to leave those 2 incomes, but I had to do it, And it's because we have a dope team. Like, if you have a team, like listen, these MGTOW guys or whoever, right? They're so focused on gender. It's really not about gender. It's about your partner having dope skills. They're so focused on women being servants or something like that, right? And I'm like, you need a good partner. That's really what it's about. It's not about, but their hate, they're so consumed with hate. They remind me of racists, because if you're a hustler and you're trying to make money, you're not gonna be mad that somebody who is white is giving you money. You're not mad about, what I'm saying?
Baby.
Like if you're a hustler, you don't care about if it's a. The point is, like, you want to accomplish something, right? You got to put all that stupid crap aside. You know what I mean? Like, so if you want a good partner, same thing. You just got to find somebody who has the skill set for your team, like somebody who's a go-getter. Somebody who's a winner. And for that, you have to be a winner. Like, to get a winner, you have to be a winner. And I think that some of the MGTOW guys, maybe not this guy who's here, I'm not trying to disrespect you or anything, but some of those guys are losers. I think some of them are losers. Like, let me tell you something. I think I attract a lot of those guys because I also went through a lot of crazy stuff with my ex-wife. And so there's something about what I'm saying that resonates with them enough for them to come and say stuff on my lives, on my videos, and I went through a lot of stuff they went through. Some of those guys are bitter because they're hurt from a previous relationship. That's what I really think. Mm-hmm. And they don't ever want to be hurt again because they're emotionally fragile like snowflakes.
Serge A said, you don't know the song, I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs a guy.
Yeah, a TLC.
From TLC.
Okay, my bad. I didn't get the reference. I was saying the reference. I didn't get it.
Big Truck says, when will you bring Yuri to NYC after the COVID? Like, that's one of our bucket lists. Where we want to go.
For sure. I want to get some pizza. I want to get a bucket slice pizza. I want to go to that Filipino restaurant. If it's still open, I hope it is. There's a Filipino restaurant where they slaughter a pig and put it's a gigantic balikbayan. It's like $700.
Oh gosh, no, stop talking.
Let's get in shape first. We're gonna get in shape first. Okay, let me see who else is talking here. Yeah, NYC is on our list right there.
Sir Him What is VA?
What the hell is VA?
VA?
Veterans Assistance.
Yeah, it's like a program that you apply for.
Yeah. For disabled
after
vets.
You leave the
Not
service.
for every military vet. I happen to be one of them. Combat vet. Don't talk about it a lot, but shit happened. Big Rob says, "What's up, everybody? What's up, Big Rob?
Big Rob.
Talk about a man who's successful, Big Rob. Check him out."
Deanna Lane says, "Yeah, I have been following you guys since 2016 and visits your YouTube every now and then. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you." Robert Lee says, "Greetings, Bruce and Yuri. Long time since I've been here chatting. Hope all is well. Keep vlogging." Will do. We're gonna do a lot of this stuff. The thing is, we do some of our other content on a couple of other channels. We have a visa approved channel if for people who just want to talk about the visa stuff. We've got that. So we do still talk about visa stuff, just a lot less. And then we also talk more about business stuff that we start talking about on this channel, but kind of transferred it over to our other channel, Get Money, Get Out. So go check those channels out if you're into those things, you know.
Robert.
You read that
Derek F says, "Me and my wife remember that there was a Filipino restaurant 15 minutes from the house. Lol, after a year we remembered it."
Where is it? What city? What state are you talking?
15 minutes from the house.
Big Truck Series, do you know what Filipino restaurant we're talking about? It's a very fancy Filipino restaurant in New York. We saw it on like Food Channel or something.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh
it's
man, we gotta go there."
List.
But it's very expensive. But I think it's called Balikbayan. Not Balikbayan. Kamayan.
Kamayan.
It's called Kamayan. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. And then my one thing is just the pizza, cause everybody talks about. So.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. It's gonna be great. So should we jump off of here and do some
Baltimore MD
and do our Get Money Get Out videos?
Are the links up for the other channel? Yeah, we're gonna put it on the because we started doing we should talk about the crypto and stocks that we're doing in there,
Yeah, we should. So go to if you go to the main page of Yuribruce, you'll see both of our channels, both those other channels. One's called Get Money Get Out, or I think if you search Get Money Get Out, you'll find it. And if you search Visa Approved Yuribruce, you'll find it. But if you go to the main page of Yuribruce, this channel that you're watching right now, go to the main page, you'll see links to those pages. So go check those out. Robert Lee says, "Bruce and Yuri, all y'all
are you all still in Colorado?" Yes, we are.
Yep. Yep. Colorado's been great. It's been awesome.
Yeah, we moved and I'm so glad we did.
Much quieter.
We're neighbors far away. It's just amazing to be quite away from people,
Yes, it's nice. Okay, I'll check that out.
Discord?
No, we're not on Discord right now. We're about to jump off of here and start doing another video on Get Money Get Out, where we're gonna talk about, what should we talk about? We're gonna talk about cryptocurrency, like what I'm buying.
How Bruce built courses.
I could talk about that. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll interview you about it. And
great idea.
Did it and
what else?
And
we can do the stock one.
You
want to break down
about
what you?
Anyway, I want to say thank you to Big Truck Series for showing your portfolio on weed and mushrooms.
That was all weed. He doesn't know about the mushroom game.
Oh yeah.
I didn't put him up on game on that.
Yeah.
Mushroom. Y'all don't know about that psilocybin.
It was.
But we're gonna talk about it on that other channel.
Yeah.
Hey Jarvis D, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Yeah, we were just talking about relationship stuff. So I would love to get on that channel.
We're gonna start talking about all the other things that we are doing, because throughout the years, that's something that we have done it's called octopus style income, to where each. Can
That's
you
a
explain?
great idea. We should talk about that.
Should we
We
make a course about it?
I mean, damn. Like the
Octopus
thing
style
is, like,
income.
this channel, we talk about relationship, we talk about Philippines, we talk about Blasian couple, we talk about, like, we have a very narrow scope of what we talk about. But to be honest, off camera, when we turn this camera off, when we off this live, all we talk about is money. All we talk about is hustling. That's all we life. Every day we wake up and we just hustle. We've been doing it since 2014. That, you know that song, Every Day I'm Hustling?
Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah, that's us. Like, we hustle hard. That's us right there. And then it's paying off, man. It's paying off because I have a dope partner. And I'm just encouraging you guys to do the same thing. That's you know, it's work for me, man, and you can find it. Like, don't give up. Like, I know a lot of guys who follow me have the same path I do. Like, they have a past jacked up relationship and they're recovering, and they're like, I'm not dating no more American women, right? And that's the thing is, like, you gotta be beyond that. To be honest with you, like, you gotta just let that go. You gotta find a good partner, and it doesn't matter what country she's from. She could be around the corner from your house. You need to find somebody who is a go-getter, somebody who's gonna put as much work in as you. That's what really matters. A partner who's going to put in the work. And you gotta let all that pain and anguish and hate and all that kind of stuff, you gotta let it go, man. Because that partner is out there, and she's looking for you. Or he's looking for you, whatever the case may be. Let me see.
Okay, so is this it?
I think that's it. I missed a lot.
So what was the question of?
What question?
Should we, like, research it quickly?
Which one?
On the flights.
Whether the flights will be open or.
Oh, you know what is good? If you guys have a credit card, so what I do to, again, keep money on your pocket is, like, break up the flight. We have Delta Miles credit card that we used only for, like, big purchases, like when we did when we purchased the solar panels. We used a credit card that was almost 20 grand, and then pay it bulk because we don't want debt there. And then, so we have mileage there. We have miles. We have miles for airlines. So when we went to our trips last year, both Bruce and I purchased our ticket Denver to San Francisco. And then find the airports. But if you're in New York, those are all.
This is get money, get out stuff. We should do videos.
Those are big airports. Anywhere where it's a port of entry of the United States, like San Francisco, Seattle, New York, LA. Those are where the flights are cheaper. So what we did is use our miles from our credit cards, Denver to San Francisco, and then from San Francisco, it chops the price into at least $200 for your round trip.
Yes.
So I paid $630, $640, instead of paying $900 from Colorado. And Bruce's ticket too. So. Yeah, why not?
That's the stuff we're going to talk about on Get Money, Get Out. That's the kind of stuff that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Just the stuff that we do, like the main stuff we do is Get Money, Get Out. And, that we're just going to start putting all of our tricks and everything we've ever done on there.
Because it's like, if you can do things to where credit in America is like your grade as an adult.
This man knows what's up. Big Truck Series says, I use Capital One Venture and Apple Card. I avoid specific airline cards. Just like
this year, the possibility of miles expiring is an
issue for me. My Venture points don't expire. Yeah,
ours don't too.
Yeah, another thing you can do that Yuri is the king of this. Like, I mean, like I said, you gotta have a partner.
At 800. Congratulations, Bruce.
So, like, she's the king of this. Like, she mastered it. Like, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but immigrants don't mess around when it comes to money. Like, they don't mess around. But anyway, she mastered it. And so another thing we do is get free hotels with Hilton because we use a credit card, right? You got to manage. You should not use a credit card if you don't have the discipline to not like overspend and stuff.
Use money that's not yours.
Yeah, we just use it for the points. Basically, we were gonna spend money on the solar panels anyway, so we're like, why don't we just use a credit card? You know, swipe the credit card, pay the credit card off. Points, boom, layup, 3 points. You know what I mean? Like double points, triple points. It's free money. Like, why wouldn't you take free money? I don't understand.
Accept free money,
but that's get money, get out.
But yeah. That's get money or get out.
And I think that's
we have to.
That's it.
I don't wanna.
I don't even know if we can do a live on there. Should we just like open it up and do a live on Get Money Get Out, or just record it and then post it later? I think it's for. It depends on what we're talking about. For me. Because there's some things I need time to like.
What? Look at Big Truck Series.
850.
850?
He is flexing hard. My credit score is 850. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I have the discipline. Yeah, man. If you don't, like, a lot of people don't have the discipline, and they're like, don't use any credit cards. Like that dude, what's his name? David.
What's his
Ramsey?
name? Yeah,
David, yeah, I don't agree, man. I think he's cool. I think it's cool that he's helping people to manage their money. If you don't have the discipline, listen to David Ramsey. Don't use any credit at all. Just use all cash. Do that. But for like, if you have the discipline, credit is the way. It's free money. Like, why wouldn't you take it?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What credit cards do you recommend? Big Truck Series.
Said Venture Card, Apple Card.
Capital One, Venture, and Apple Card. We've used Hilton.
What is it through though? Capital One?
No, Hilton cards is specifically for Hilton hotels.
Okay.
So
it's a Visa.
Pick the
Hilton
one
Visa.
that has 0 annual fee. They give you 75,000 points just by using the card.
Yes.
I think you need to purchase $1,000.
Again, that's for Get Money Get Out.
And then I think we're just gonna have to cut that and put it in the other channel. Anyway, and then another one is the Delta Sky Miles, which I use when I want to take a break, visit my friends in another state, and also we have American Airlines, which is good for local flights. American Airlines card, it's city card that gives you American Airline miles. And then I think those are I have another one, which is again 0 annual fee. It's called City Rewards, which gives you 10,000 points that you can convert into a gift card, or again money. That's $100, and then it's 0 annual fee, so you don't have to use it. Like, you could just take your money. If you get points there just by using it, you spend like I think 1,000 for 3 months, and then they give you those free points that you can convert into straight up money. They will send you what was it? Was it a check they sent us? That you took a photo?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
They sent us a check. I mean, yeah, it's free tickets, free hotels, rooms, free money, just flat out free money. Another thing you can do that I tried a little bit, wasn't as good, but you could put your card on Samsung or Apple Pay, and then they have some kind of points and something, you know.
It's okay.
But it's kind of it's okay.
Yeah. And then also the bad thing about that is that it's harder to track your spending if it's connected directly to your phone. You have to. So with credit cards, you can use it to your advantage, but you have to pay attention to your spending. You cannot go over something that you cannot afford. And then another, what was the other one there?
Cards.
I think so far that's it. That's it that we have.
We had Amex for a while, but I don't know what kind of points there.
Yeah, that was American Express.
Yeah.
Delta Sky Miles. The one that's really good is the City credit card that gives you miles, and yeah, it's really good for like United States flights.
Yeah.
It's not very beneficial when you use it for the international flights, but if you break it up.
Yo, Lesma's on.
Hey, okay.
Wait.
Sorry.
Okay, pause this thing. Lesma, hey, we want you to design our basement.
Yes,
like, I don't know if you got my TikTok video, but I'm serious. We can't do it until January, yeah. So to probably mid-January, February, something like that, because we have some damage in our basement, so they're still being fixed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but
just
January,
hit me up.
Let us know.
Yuri
what's
up
your
on
schedule.
Yeah, let us know, like, we're serious. Anyway, back to regularly scheduled program. Big Truck says, take a look at my Instagram. I posted my credit score and my student loan payoffs. Yeah, so did I, man. I was like checking my credit score, and it was like 816 or something. I posted it. I took a picture, posted it on Instagram.
And you know what? You know why we take that so seriously? Is because when I got here, we were smashed. Couldn't get a house.
Yeah, my credit was like pretty low. Yeah,
I
was in bad shape.
Devastated, thinking, what? You know, like we could not get a house.
Yeah, it was bad.
And my husband's credit score was so horrible.
Why are you putting my business out in the street? It was bad. It was bad.
I got dizzy, guys. Like, you know. But hey, you know what? I made up my mind that from there, you know, when you make a decision that you're gonna be with a person, you just have to stick to it. And yeah, sometimes your partner just needs a hand, and you can be their strength.
Exactly, and that's what, like a relationship, like you gotta play on each other's strengths. You know what I mean? Know each other's weaknesses and strengths and play off of each other. It has nothing to do with, oh, she's a woman, stay in the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. You know, a very good example of a go-getter is Lesma, who happens to be watching us right now, who has a business design. She's an interior designer. She's dope. Like, if you go to her site, go to her page, she's got incredible. Her designs are so good, it makes me mad.
It makes us jealous.
It makes me angry how good she is.
I'm
like, are you serious? We're like, look at this. Look what she did. Yeah, and her husband are balling out, you know. And she's from Philippines. Check
out Lesma Designs. Yeah.
Yes, Lesma Designs. Check it out. She's on Instagram. She's on TikTok. She's on the internet. She's got her own site.
And so the thing about
YouTube.
that too, that amazed me about her is she's doing it on a budget.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
where
the crazy
she's
part
not
about it.
Spending a lot of money.
There's really no excuse
to
not do
her house,
what she does.
Yeah, so
there's really no excuse. Like, I'm looking at him like, well, yeah, she paid a whole bunch of money, and then you see she paid what?
What?
Like,
a bucket of paint, a spray paint. And there's really no excuse of why I can't do this.
It's crazy. Like, that's the kind of person you want on your team, is what we're saying. You want somebody who can do, you know, who has skills, you know, strengths, and then appreciate those strengths, because you have a strong person on your team. It makes you guys both stronger.
Use your partner's strength.
Exactly.
To your advantage, you know, to where you can have a better household. Like, why not? Why would you demolish your partner's side?
Why would you downgrade?
Why would you like neglect them when it's right there, when the gem is in front of you?
Right. Let me see. PJ MJB in the place to be says, I keep getting notifications from my different booking apps saying prices going up and down. Really? For the flights, or
for what? For flights? Big Truck Series. I never convert points to money. I use the points to save in the hotel or condo itself. The difference is huge. Um, it depends. Sometimes, oh, so what I found is with, like, for example, our city rewards card. The points that they gave us was sometimes they go on sale on restaurants or hotels.com. So instead of them, like, for example, for 5,000 points, that's like a $50 gift card. Yeah, sometimes they have deals on the restaurants to where you can go to Red Lobster and you purchase the card for 4,000 points, but it's $50, like,
I mean,
$50 gift card.
And the point to me is that it's free money. So
yeah, anything is free. Is
so
good,
if you would have
guys.
paid cash, think of it this way: if you would have paid cash for that, you would not have gotten the free money that they send you in the mail. You wouldn't have gotten those free tickets. You wouldn't have gotten a discount on flights. You wouldn't have got. You know what I mean? Why not just do it? If you use cash, you don't get that reward. So
yeah,
it's kind of, you know what I mean? That's the point. Like, you could, be extra smart and get that extra money and not pull the money out. But the point is, if you use cash, you don't get that free discount money, nothing. You get nothing.
Yeah.
So that's the point. But hey, we gotta go. We're gonna jump on to Get Money, Get Out and do some videos. I don't know if we're gonna do it live, guys. So, like, just subscribe definitely. It's at some point we'll do some lives on there. But go ahead and go check them out. We're going to release some more, like, in-depth videos on money and what we do to grind every day. That's really our life, So go ahead and check it out. Subscribe, like, thumbs up, and see you guys next week. Hopefully, we'll see.
Thank you guys for watching.
We are out of here.
It's nice to talk to everyone.
And special thanks
miss you guys.
to Markel TV, a.k.a. Retired and Happy in Medellin, and NC Biggs. Thank you, sir, for that donation. And a very special a very special thank you to our sponsor, man. We really appreciate you guys for sponsoring us.
Yeah, thank you,
Go ahead and check out
everyone.
their book, their sponsors who wrote this book here, 5 Stages of Love.
Though.
5 Stages of Love. You can find this book on Amazon. If you want to support these people, they're great. They also have other books that you can purchase and leave positive comments on. We appreciate everybody.
We're also on Audible, guys.
We are on Audible.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Joining.
Thank you so much. Thumbs up for this video.